Hi, this is Suzanne in Ohio. I'm here again today. I've already done a few videos, but I just couldn't stop until I showed you this little project share. So what these are miniature hand fans. And I'll tell you what got me started. I had the idea last year, never got around to doing it, but I wanted them as a journal insert. And here's what got me started today. It's this one. I found this image of a little girl on a telephone. I found that online. And I had a book from the thrift store called The History of the Conestoga Telephone Company. So what I did was I thought, oh man, those two things go together, because this advertisement is telling the customers that they're going to switch from this kind of telephone to a rotary phone, and it printed a picture in there. And I think that advertisement was from 1911 or something like that. So I wanted you to see that, and that got me started and reminiscing about things when I was young. Everywhere we went, there were hand fans. Of course, a church for sure. And they would just stay there the whole time, and you'd put them in the back of the pew where the songbooks were, because there was no moving air, no air conditioning. So hand fans were very popular in the early part of the century, I guess, and even before that, because you had to stay cool. And if you were a dignified lady, you had a fancy little hand fan and you carried it with you, because you might be in the grocery store, the doctor's office, or anything, and there wouldn't be a fan. So here's what I made: some miniature facsimiles of hand fans. And I did my research. I looked them up, and they used everything from still lifes to pastoral scenes to flowers to women's faces. Just there's, and of course, all the religious ones that were, Jesus or the shepherd boy, or just all kinds of stuff. So I found some vintage advertisements and I put them on the back, even though you could leave them blank for a journaling spot, or you could put your advertisement on there as a pocket, but I did not do that today. So I want to point out these two are greeting cards. I took these images off of greeting cards. I have a humongous stash, and I found the ones that were appropriate. Oh, this advertisement I put on here was for a home permanent. I have a collection of those on my computer because someday I'm going to do a whole journal on hair, because I've been a hairdresser my whole life. I just celebrated 51 years, starting into my 52nd year of doing hair. And I'm still doing hair. Do lots of hair colorings, foilings, highlights, all kinds of stuff. So those two are out of greeting cards. The images were perfect, and these other images I downloaded off the net. And I'm sure some of them are even familiar to you. Some of the graphic artists have captured these images and have them in their kits, but I captured them by myself. Okay, there's the little hand fans. Let me back you out here a little bit so you can just get a perspective on it. And these, of course, are popsicle sticks, or I think they said craft sticks in the box, but a friend gave me about 2,000 of them. So I guess I'll work on these for a while. And this is the end of my fun for today. And so just another little inspiration. Think of how you can use those in your journals. Just a nice, fun little addition. Fun. Purely entertaining, I think my one sister said. And that's true. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Come again.